Hello everyone, bringing you a video today looking at a box of stuff that's arrived from the States, sent by my friend Ian. Very kind of him. He's put together some bits and pieces that I've ordered on eBay to combine shipping, and also it's quite a large box. I think he sent me quite a bit of stuff that I'm not aware of, or is certainly a bit of a mystery to me at this stage. So this is going to be interesting, I think. So without further ado, we'll get into the main part of the video and look at what's arrived. Okay, so here we have a big old box that's come over from the States. Amazing packing in, by the way, to fit everything into this. It's bursting out of this the minute I took the tape off. Obviously I've done all that already. I'm going to move this to one side now, and we'll have a look at the various bits which have arrived, because trying to do this with that in shot would be ridiculous. So starting at the top here, we'll work down through the contents. Some of this is stuff I've purchased, which Ian has very kindly sent over with the lot. Some of it is stuff that he's picked up and gifted to me, which is incredibly generous of him, as it was previously in the previous video. Anyway, enough of my waffle there. The first thing we have on top here are a set of trousers and shirt from the US Nomex shirt and trousers, which were worn by aircrew very late during, well, relatively late during the Vietnam War. Certainly pilots to start with, and we can see the insignia here. We have cross swords with cavalry, the US Army tape and wings above that, and then we have on the arms here, on the left we have 2nd Infantry Division, and then on the right we have the previous unit, 101st Airborne, the Airborne tab, and the Screaming Eagle there. So thank you, Ian, for these. Absolutely fantastic, very interesting uniform, very lightweight, as I say, made of Nomex, which for the 60s was a very sort of space age material, fire resistant material, and have the trousers and the shirt or jacket from that set is fantastic. A really interesting uniform, and thank you very much again for that, Ian. It's incredibly generous of you. I did know that one was coming. There are various things in here which I didn't know about. Okay, a civilian item here, but something very appropriate to that time period, is a Kodak Instamatic 104, and this, I don't know what's... Okay, so we have a full little set of contents in here. With the batteries there, flash, the camera itself, and I believe that will be the film cartridge. So this, again, incredibly generous. Basically the common pocket camera carried by men in Vietnam, if you see them with these in their personal effects. Very popular camera at the time. And a lovely little set here with the box and everything in lovely condition. Little instruction, the little manual there, and even, as I say, the batteries in there as well. It's old ever ready alkaline power cell batteries in there. So that's a fantastic little set. Again, I did know this was coming, but I didn't realise the condition and so forth. It's amazing. I love things like this with everything still in the box. So that's fantastic as well. Thank you again, Ian. Okay, so we have I was threatened with these. We have a load of the Chu Hoi magazine bags, plastic magazine bags here. The idea of these, of course, being you put your 20-round magazines in them for the M16, and when you're done with them you throw them on the ground, and then they act essentially as something of a safe conduct pass, or as part of the Chu Hoi campaign to get members of the Viet Cong and even the NVA to surrender and come forward and seek amnesty. So a load of those there. I do have a few of these already, but it's good to add some more to the collection. They're quite an interesting little piece of Vietnam ephemera. So a set of those. Right, we have a parcel within a parcel here. I think this, feeling it, is round. So this, I think, is a grenade adapter for, well, let's see if I can get this open. Get this open off camera, it's easier than trying to lean over. I'm the US and your tough plastic packaging. Oh, there's another one inside. Pass the parcel. Okay, now there's a third one. Okay, I'm gonna have to go and grab a pair of scissors. I'll be back in a moment. Success! We're in. And here it is. You can see adapter grenade projection M1A2. This is basically a device which allows you to convert a hand grenade
into a rifle grenade. You sit the hand grenade in the top here, the spoon fits in this, and you fit this onto the end of your rifle and off it goes. So it's just a fin assembly essentially to allow that. One of the reasons for this is it's the reason that the Canadian 1964 pattern has a strange loop on the bottom of the grenade pouch. So one of these is something I've been after for a while to go on the bottom of the pouch. Not that you tend to see that in actual service, but certainly in the initial photographs of the equipment, the sort of demonstration photographs of it, the chap has one of these, and it will mean I can do a sort of complete rundown of the kit when I do that video, which will be coming up fairly soon, hopefully. So I was looking for one of these. I asked Ian if he could keep an eye out for me, and he picked one up and very kindly gifted it to me, which is very, very kind of him. Obviously, expect that when I'm asking for something, but he very kindly has passed it on to me gratis. So thank you very much for this as well, Ian. Okay, so what else have we got in here? A couple more of the smaller items. A couple of things. Well, Ian sent me two of these. I was only after one originally, but thank you very much for that, Ian. A couple of the first aid pouches, the later ones in OD, the later green. Forget the numbers off the top of my head, but the later green colour as opposed to the tan used during the Second World War, or earlier during the Second World War. Been after one of these for a while, and Ian had some spare and has sent me two. So thank you very much for that, Ian. That's brilliant. What else do we have here? I'll move this as well. Is this another? Recognise what we've got here. Okay, Carrier Right Control Agent Mask XM19. Now, this, I believe, that's on the side, will be the little pouch made, the Carrier made for the XM28, the colloquially called the grasshopper mask that was used in Vietnam. Very lightweight cheek filter respirator. Still in the packaging, which is lovely. Don't really want to open that, and that's the thing, it's still being in its original packaging and everything, but I'm assuming that's the date there, 1969. So that is a Carrier. Well, it's in the envelope, but a Carrier for one of those. So that's fascinating to have. It's still in the original packaging. They're sort of semicircular shape with a couple of lifted up fasteners, a little flap, and quite small, because the idea of the XM28 was to be a very small, lightweight respirator. Okay, so we have some stuff in here that Ian showed me, which I didn't realise was actually being gifted to me. I thought he was just showing me out of interest, for interest's sake. So we have, I'll get there. Is this? Okay, so that's another. Oh, Christ, I wasn't expecting this. Wool shirt as well. Okay. So we have here 3 shirts, all, bring them in, can't see that one there, all belonging to the same chap, Colonel Robert Moore of 1st Special Service Force fame. I believe Ian was telling me these are his shirts, all named to him, part of his estate. And Ian was telling me about these and showed me some photographs and things. I did not realise they were going to be sent over to me. So that's really quite something. I will cherish these, especially, I say, named all to the same chap, and obviously know who he is and know his service. So, and quite an interesting character, quite an interesting figure. So yeah, we have HPT on the left here. We have the sateen fatigues in the middle, and obviously the wool shirt on the right. So all with the tapes and everything. Let's open here. The embroidered US Army there. Flip this one over, woven on the one in the middle, and on the wool shirt, woven again. So that is fantastic. Again, I didn't know these were being gifted to me. I thought the photographs sent were of it for interest's sake, but that's superb. And there is in here as well. If I just move the fatigue shirt to this side. Remove the HBTs. There's a pair of trousers to go along with as well. So that's absolutely fantastic. Wow, thank you, Ian. I did not realise I was getting these as a gift, so that's incredibly generous, and as I say, something I will cherish That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you very much indeed. Right, okay. There's also a pair of wool trousers in here as well. Put these here. Okay, so the label and everything in there. A long medium. So they're a lovely pair of the US wool trousers in the 50s. Side adjusters and everything there. Just to one side too. And okay, so we've got to lower it down into the stuff here. Another thing I purchased, which Ian put in, or one thing I purchased, which Ian, I don't think we've got to any of that yet. One thing I purchased, which Ian's put in for me, or two things rather, is a 1911 holster in black, which I wanted for a little while and saw one at a good price on US eBay. And similarly, a 2-cell magazine pouch, the later one with the slide keepers for use with M1956. So they came through, and obviously Ian's put them in here for me. Keep the postage all together, which is very kind of him. Another thing I purchased, which extract off the top here, are a pair of second pattern US hot weather boots, tropical combat boots, jungle boots anyway, which obviously they differ from the third pattern in not having the ankle reinforcement piece here, otherwise very similar. Vibram sole there, as you can see, basically unworn. You've got the eyelets on the instep there, but lovely things and in pretty good condition. Well, unworn, but you know, just a little bit of wear and stuff from storage, a little bit of fading and stuff to the canvas there, but nothing terrible. And they weren't a bad price really after these for a little while. I noticed the lighting's not very good at the moment. It's very bright over there and casting shadows over here. So they're fantastic. I'm really pleased with those. Ian said I would be when they arrived. Obviously he's seen them before I have, so I'm pleased with those. At 12XN, I'm a UK 10 or 11, so that in theory, even though they're extra narrow, they should fit me well enough anyway for the limited amount of time I'm going to wear them. Some other smaller bits in the bottom here. That's some more pin badges and things, and some tapes. I'll dig these out. So, okay, so we have a set of pin-on jump wings, pilot's wings, I believe, and combat infantry badge, all black pin-on insignia there, which is rather nice, and a couple of sets of tapes as well. So US Army and more, US Army and more. Again, I've noticed I'm not really putting these in shot, am I? I apologise. Move them up there. Look at the camera rather than directly at what I'm doing. So a nice set of insignia there. Thank you, Ian. Again, this is another absolute treasure trove of a box to be going through. So thank you. Skip those out of the way. And we have here a pair of Cochrane's, which again I was not expecting. Cochrane jump boots, black leather jump boots. See the distinctive toe cap and everything there, and the reinforcement here. Again, I wasn't expecting these. They're in beautiful condition. Thank you very much for these, Ian. A wonderful thing to include. Let's see the labelling in here. Okay, we've got a made in USA and 12E. I don't know if that's the size there, but yes, they're beautiful. Thank you very much indeed for those. They're absolutely beautiful pair of boots. Wow. Again, and a final thing here. Okay, so yes, we have here a KD cap. You can see, get the light in here. Can't see the label. Christopher Roberts Basildon Limited, 1956, and this is a size 7.5. And this is RAF issue tropical cap. You see the eyelets and everything, the vents in the side there, and the Royal Canadian Air Force cap badge on the front there. So the two little eyelets let through there to fit the cap badge properly. So that's another very interesting item, and thank you very much for that, Ian. That's superb. What an amazing, again, like I said last time, overawed with all of that. What an amazing collection. Thank you very much indeed for sending all of that over. I'm a bit lost for words as I was last time. So there we are. That's another incredibly generous selection of gifts from Ian in the States. Thank you very much once again, Ian. If you want to know more about Colonel Moore's uniforms and his service history,
I put a pinned comment down below giving a little bit of a timeline about that. Just I think it's actually easier in written format to get that across. Obviously, I have one of his uniforms, the sateen fatigue shirt, on the mannequin here with some M1956 load carrying equipment, just to set it off a little bit. And I have to say, it's been nice to get this together. I think it looks rather good, all set up like that. So there it is. I hope you found this interesting, as I always say. If you have and you'd like to see more from the channel, then please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if you're newly subscribing or you've already subscribed, please do make sure you hit the little bell, the little notification button down below, which of course will alert you when I upload future videos. If you really like my work and you'd like to support the channel, you can. There is both a Patreon and a PayPal link down below. And a massive thank you to everyone who supports the channel using those methods. It's greatly appreciated, as I always say. If you'd like to follow the channel on social media, you can. There's Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, all linked down below. And if you want to make contact but you don't really use social media, there is of course the email address down below as well. A massive thank you to Ian once again for the incredible selection of militaria that arrived. That's definitely chased away the lockdown blues. So thank you very much once again, Ian. But that's everything I wanted to cover in the video. So until next time, bye for now.